Okay, today's Wednesday, and the conversation today around leadership is honestly and I posted it in here hot as if it's a secret weapon. And I tell you what, I know a lot of marketers, a lot of clickbait say, hey, like, this is the secret, you gotta know the secrets. But honestly, this is a secret that nobody uses, and there's a really easy explanation as to why. So let me take a step back. If you are a leader, you lead a team, you lead an organization, you lead at home, then this obviously is going to be for you, because especially if your team isn't performing, they're not motivated, if they are not taking initiative, they're not getting the results that you're looking for, it's frustrating you, you want more out of them, this is going to be for you. I'll keep it brief to the point, and then I'll stay on for a few moments for some Q&A if anybody has any, but then you can leave a comment in there and I'll do my best to, not do my best, I'll get back to you, why not? I'm here for you. So here's the thing. I want you to get your head around the idea of mirror-based leadership. And here's the thing. The world isn't necessarily going to give you what you want. You're not going to get the results you want, especially from other people. What it does is the world, the industry, your team, the marketplace is going to reflect back to you who you already are. I talk about this stuff. I've been studying this for forever, and it's still difficult, especially in the face of challenges, to embrace this, because what it requires is truth and honesty. And this is the path towards mastery of self. It's having this level of awareness. And far too many, leaders lack the awareness to even look into the mirror. So if you have a team member who is frustrating you, not showing initiative, not performing, pushing back, you're feeling something's off, what that is asking you to do is to look into the mirror, to look at yourself. So what irritates you, maybe in your spouse, maybe in a partner, a teammate, someone that you're managing, what irritates you about them, what frustrates you, what's triggering for you, is simply a reflection back to a suppressed, unhealed, unaddressed, unaware part of yourself. And that's the fog that so many of us live in, because we can't see the parts of us that are the blind spots. And so we think it's their fault. You're the reason why we're not performing, or why I'm unhappy, or we're not getting the results, versus I'm going to look in the mirror and what is it about this person, the situation, that is triggering for me? And this is why I say it's a secret weapon, and no one uses it, because nobody is willing to look in the mirror and own it. Very few willing to do it. And I didn't know into my late 40s that this was even an option, that I can actually look in the mirror and go, oh, it's me? What irritates me, what bothers me, what frustrates me about this person is actually what I'm frustrated with myself about. And my friends, if you can get to this stage, just the awareness of it, you're already ahead of 95, I don't know, pick a number, a very large percent of most of the leaders, most people in relationships for that matter. So, but we'll keep it to, relationships are great because a lot of us are in them or want to be in them. And it's just a great correlation into leadership in your relationship, into a team, an organization. So if your team is not performing, maybe lagging in some sort of character indicator, that is a good reflection of your own standards or lack of standards. You have not set standards for yourself. A lot of areas in my life, I just thought that I could go through and not set standards. I've been in relationships, intimate relationships, where I didn't have standards, and that got into really toxic relationships. But it was easy to I was the victim. They were the crazy one, and yet what they were really doing, it had nothing to do with them. It's just a part of me that I was frustrated because I was letting this person stomp all over me, and I didn't have standards set for myself to say no. boundary, that's enough. I'm not taking it anymore. And so I was really just mad at myself, not knowing this, because it was a blind spot. And so having to come to that level of awareness and then get to the truth that I'm actually mad at me because of my lack of standards that I had set for myself. So, same thing with your teams. Whatever it may be, the lack of initiative, the lack of motivation, the underperforming, the first place we want to look in is the mirror. And it's easy to just, I used to work for an organization where I had a CEO where we weren't hitting our call numbers, or our teams weren't hitting their closing numbers. He would come into the sales floor, and us as the sales managers who were supposed to be overseeing these teams, he'd come in and just blow everybody up, pissed off because we're not hitting our numbers and we're not making our activity numbers, and yet everyone took on this individual's panic, fear, stress that was going on for him. So instead of looking in the mirror, he took it on everyone else. See, his idea was, I'm putting in the work, you all are not doing it. And that's making me angry. And I'm not suggesting that maybe people were not hitting their numbers, but his response to it was a reflection of him. And so that's where I say it's a secret weapon, you guys, because nobody is doing this. Nobody's looking in the mirror and saying, okay, this is triggering for me. This is bugging me. Where is this reflecting something in me that I'm unhealed, that that have suppressed within myself? So, my friends, you cannot lead anybody further than you are willing to lead yourself. So you can talk all day long about leadership and mindset and all these things to your team, and you're just blowing smoke if you are not able and willing to do it for yourself. And I hear it all the time from leaders who say, well, I know who I am. I'm doing the things that I'm doing it too. Okay, great. That's fantastic. Then if your team is not showing initiative, if they are underperforming and it's bothering you, if there's something in there that is showing some sort of lack of initiative and it's bothering you, then my friend, you are not healed in this place. There is something about yourself that is suppressed, unhealed, triggering, not motivated. You're not incentivized. You're not performing at your best. So it is simple. The things that get you fired up, get you upset, triggered, or frustrated, whatever it may be, it is simply reflecting back to you where you, my friend, have not solved this part of you, and thus you're taking it out on your team. This is in the real world. Your team's behaviors, your team's performance really is just an indicator of your own performance, your own standards. And once we can get our head around that, it's not easy. I'm not expecting just in this one little this video, for those of you who are showing up, I appreciate it. It's not just in this moment that it's going to click for you. This is going to take time because there is fog in front of you. And it's difficult to see through the fog because you've been wearing a certain lens in these rose-colored glasses by which you can see the world. And it's taking them off and realizing that, there is a fog in front of me. I had no idea. That's awareness. That's step number one. That's what we want to get you to. So my hope is that in this brief time we've had around together, you recognize that this is something that is available to you, the mirror, the importance of looking into the mirror. Now it takes the practice. So how do we do it? Then today, if there's something, it could be driving down the road and someone cuts you off in the car. If that's triggering for you, it has nothing to do with that person that cut you off and everything to do with you. So get yourself in front of that mirror. What is it that triggered me about this person cutting me off? Maybe you in elementary school someone always cut you in line and you was frustrated by you and your teacher never backed you up and you're tired of people cutting in front of you and it's carried into adulthood. And now someone cuts in front of you on the freeway and you're still pissed off from being that elementary kid who got cut in line, someone cut in front of him all the time, and no one backed you up. I feel for that little guy. Sorry that no one backed you up. And that triggering of someone cutting you off has everything to do with you and not that person. So think about it. And I'll use the car cutoff again. Someone cuts you off and you start flipping them off and cursing at them, and you're actually just flipping yourself off. You're talking trash to yourself. Again, I'll reiterate this. You cannot lead others to the level that you're not willing to lead yourself. And so the mirror is the prime indicator. Because here's what happens. When your team is underperforming, when your team is not showing initiative, or they're not motivated, they're not executing on certain elements, and when it doesn't trigger you, when you don't get fired up around it, you can actually lock in and start to take responsibility. Okay, they're not showing initiative. What's the root behind it? Maybe I got the wrong people in the organization. Maybe I got them in the wrong seats. That's on me. As a leader, we got to take ownership. No more pushing the easy button and saying it's them. They're the reason why we're not performing. Or it's our customers. They're not buying. The market has dried up. The economy, the government. Man, when you're not looking in the mirror, you're simply playing victim, man. And we as leaders, we have to stop playing victim. You are not a victim. I don't care what circumstances you've been faced with. And I'm sure a lot of you have been faced with some pretty challenging ones. Some that probably may have been out of your control. But you're still not a victim. Because we cannot live from that place of victimhood. And what the mirror does is it gives us our power back. We stop playing victim and we look into the mirror and we're able to take ownership of the things that are triggering us, that are frustrating us, that we don't like, or that's the results that we're getting outside of our life that we don't like, that we want better. Those results are reflecting back to you who you really are. So, you don't like your results? Don't go anywhere except for in the mirror. And grab your pen and paper and start writing down what you see about yourself. Starting to remove the fog so you can see much more clearly. That's how we become mastery of self. My friend, this is Mirror-Based Leadership. By all means, if you've got questions, throw it into the comments. I appreciate everyone that showed up live on here. And I will see you all either tomorrow, definitely on Friday, but I'm trying to pop in a little bit more frequently just to kind of get the momentum going. By all means, if there's something in here that makes sense, that you value, please let me know because I want to give you more of it. See everybody. Have a great day.